Hi everyone, I am Kritika and today I will be introducing you to FXML, a powerful way to build user interfaces in Java FX using HML. Now we can see the introducing to FXML. FXML is an XML based markup language for Oracle. It allows us to build Java FX interfaces declaratively, separating the UI from business logic. This improves maintainability and enable faster development with tools like scene builders. Now we can see the simple basic example for FXML. Here is a simple FXML file. It defines a VBox layout with an label the button. The FX controller links this layout to Java code and the onAction attribute connects the button to an event handling method. Now we can see the overview of FXML. FXML provides a declarative approach, makes it easier for designers to work with it. It separates concerns, unlike writing UI in Java code directly. Scene Builders is a useful tool for designing FXML visually. Now we can see the Java FX architecture. FXML fits into Java FX architecture by acting as a view layer. It works with a controller class that handles logic and a model layer that stores data. These separate makes the app organized and scalable. Now we can see the structure of FXML. FXML files follow a structured format. The root element contains all UI components. We declare namespaces, associate controllers, and build a nested layout that reflects Java FX scene graph. Now we can see the XML tree structure in FXML. This example shows a border pane layout can be structured in FXML. It divides the screen in top, center, bottom area, which can each hold different UI components. Now we can see the syntax of FXML. FXML uses XML tags to represent Java FX UI components like buttons and labels. We can attribute to set properties and special one like FXID, FX controller, and onAction for linking with Java code. Now we can see the complete FXML login form. Here is a full login form using FXML. It includes labels, text fields, and a login button. Each element in is placed using grid pans, row, and column settings and connected to a controller. Now we can see the controller integration basics. In FXML, a controller class handles the logic. We link it using FX controller and use at FXML to access UI elements in Java. The initialize method runs after the UI is loaded. And then the next is controller annotations. FXML is used to bind UI components to Java code. We annotate both files and methods. This allows us to access UI elements like buttons or hand their events. Now we can see the annotation slide cycle. This slide explains how FXML works iteratively. The file is loaded, controller is created, files are injected, and the initialized method runs before the scene is displayed. Now we can see the event handling in FXML. Events like button click are handled by methods in the controller. The onAction attribute in FXML links directly to these methods. This creates clean and reusable code. Now we can see the login form example. In this example, clicking the login button triggers handle login in the controller. The method processes input and updates the status label, showing how FXML and Java code work together. So now we can see the practical example of FXML. Create a complete app Design the UI in FXML, create the controller for logic and use FXML loader in the main application to load everything together. First step 1. Create the FXML file. Define the UI layout with username and password field. Then create the controller classes. Implement event handles and business logics. The third step is load the FXML in the main application. Use FXML loader. Set up the scene. And next we will see the key takeaways. FXML helps separate UI from logic. It's easier to maintain and scene builder makes UI design simple. Controller handles all user actions, makes the code model and clean. It makes UI development easier and more maintainability. So these are the some FXML informations. See you in the next video. Thank you.